We would also love if Professor Akhtar Chauhan and Dr. Ashutosh Sohoni would address us.
Suresh Babu had requested me to be here for this launch of his book. He had come to me to show show me the draft of the book, and I was quite surprised to have seen this kind of effort, which is very hatke. For a person who is so absorbed in nitty-gritty of the profession, working with so many successful architects and big firms and not so big firms, for such a long period, to take the plunge to write something which touches your heart is a commendable achievement. And that speaks about the latent creativity in each one of us, and particularly each one of architects. Unfortunately, in our schooling system, this creativity is not encouraged. Most of the time, we study to pass the exams, and most of the time, what has been informed to you is asked about, and you write something as an answer to that. This really suppresses creativity. At times it kills creativity. And as an educator, it has been of great concern to me how to release this creativity within each individual. One way is to experiment. You have to find new ways of interacting, new ways of communicating, new ways of organizing. And this is what we try to do at Rizvi College of Architecture when I was heading along with my colleagues like Harshad. He's continuing to guide the students there. I'm so happy about it. And the results were quite encouraging. And so I believe this book has a much wider purpose than just documenting one's life journey. And I think Suresh is aiming to achieve this objective of reaching out to common citizens, young and old, in education or even in the field, and release this creativity, because that is what is the central kind of achievement of his professional journey. This creativity, like I saw some of the sketches, and I was very, very happy, and I was touched with his ideas about transforming the cities, and which was quite different from what we have seen in our very popular architectural magazines. So, in conclusion, I would just like to request all of you to look for this opportunity to reach out to much wider community and society to enable this creative expression to come out, and we all share this pleasure of learning from this creative expression. Because finally, what is the mission of our lives? It is to bring about a change which benefits all of us. It is about enhancing the quality of our experience on this planet. And in this process, one would discover one's role, one's own path, and one's own journey. So keep dreaming, have dialogues, and enjoy your journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure listening to you. We would also be very delighted if Professor Ashutosh Sohoni were to share his views with us.
To see so many faces that I was familiar with and meeting almost every day about 20 years ago, just about the time when I left India for my work overseas. In about 2000, I had started a magazine for the Council of Architecture, and I ran it for almost 4 years, after which I was completely drained out of my energy. Because there was no support in terms of critical contribution to the field of architecture that I could get from fellow architects. So one of the biggest achievements that I see today from architect Suresh Babu's book is the fact that he has ventured out to write something not just on architecture, but life and architecture together, which is a very rare feat for most architects, because we are very good at putting a pen to the paper and draw, but we are very bad at articulating our thoughts and sharing them with the wider world. I've read parts of his books. They are very fascinating. The idea about the lady in the book, her dreams, and how she ends up with her design ambitions in Kamathipura, they're very fascinating to know. But as I said before, I think the biggest contribution that he has made today is by encouraging all of us to think and articulate ourselves, not just as designers who work with brick and mortar, but through words, through ideas, through philosophies and values that are at the basis of everything that we do, and our aspirations to change the society in a small way. So thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me, and congratulations once again on this extraordinary feat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. I would now like to invite architect Suresh Babu to express himself as part of concluding remarks.
You already listened various people telling about the book, and I already told how I wrote the thing. Now I wanted to tell what is there inside the book, but people like Harshad already told you what is inside the book. The reason why I wrote this book is because in my practice, what I felt is architecture is such an important, such a noble subject, but I don't know, for whatever may be the reason, we are not getting that much of importance, maybe because of us. Because the young students who are studying architecture, they toil for 5 years without sleep, without a thing. They studied 1 year more than many other engineering courses. Sometimes it is 2 years more than engineering courses. Still, they end up with nothing. They find it very difficult to get a decent job. Even if they get a decent job, their salary will be comparatively much lesser than any other profession. If you are done in artificial intelligence or computer science, in 4 years, you will get a much better salary. Because of that may be a reason many younger generation feels architecture as a sinking ship. I feel I have to contribute, I have to tell the world that is not the correct thing. Architecture is not only about earning money, but it is much beyond that. What are the things we can contribute to the society? In fact, I feel design is such a strong tool. So many problems we face today, whether it is medical or environmental or pollution or city congestion, anything you take. If you apply the design properly, I think most of the problems we can find the solution. But most of us work just within the whatever government says, within the bylaw or within whatever framework we have. but that is not sufficient. We have to go beyond that. We are all have a capacity to dream, and with the knowledge we get, or with the dialogue we have with our fellow citizens, society, and even environment or entire universe, we can all make a wonderful journey. And let us show others how gracefully we can live, how gracefully we can change other people's life, how we can change or empower the downtrodden people, or how we can eradicate inequality, so many things. But for that we require an open mind, we require a dedication, we require so many qualities. Whatever I felt in my mind, I have put it in the book. I think all of you will read the book, and definitely I'm not telling this a perfect book. There must be so many mistakes, there may be so many imperfections. I want each one of you come and tell this is not correct, or this could have been improved much better. Definitely next edition of this book I will incorporate all your valuable suggestions.
Volume 2. This is volume 1.
Yes, edition 1, edition 2.
Read and compile the suggestions and email it to Suresh.
Yes. Thank you very much for coming here today. That's it.
Thanks a lot
That is.
to you for organizing such a wonderful thing.
Thank you, Prasad.
Yes, God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And yes, we are all definitely looking forward to reading it. I would now like to invite Ms. Sayuja Suresh to give away the vote of thanks.
By a famous quote by Ratan Tata, he says, "If you wish to walk faster, walk alone. But if you wish to walk far, walk together." For us, gratitude is the humblest of emotion, and we extend our warmest thanks to everyone present here. I would like to congratulate my father, Mr. Suresh Babu, who has always been inspirational to us, and yet again showing us the courage and determination to bring out his work in the form of writing and making us all part of this event. On behalf of Suresh Babu and partners, we are truly grateful to Mr. Hafiz Contractor and Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani for honoring us with your presence. We would like to thank our speaker dignitaries, Dr. Sheshadri Chari, Professor Architect Harshad Bhatia, Dr. Govind Paratkar, Dr. Amir Mohammed, Professor Sohani, Professor Akhtar Chauhan, for your kind and inspirational words. We express a deep sense of appreciation to architect Christopher Benninger for gracing his occasion with his recorded message. We also would like to thank Rachna Sansad Academy of Architecture for granting permission to host this event in this beautiful space. A special thanks to Mahendra for auditorium and sound arrangement, Atul for photo and video, Colleen for online broadcasting, Nilesh and Neha for the wonderful catering service, and Madhura for anchoring this event beautifully. In the end, an event like this was made possible by sincere effort put out by the SBP team, which is an extended family for Suresh Babu. Once again, our sincere gratitude to one and all present here and the one who has joined virtually to make this event successful and memorable one. Now we would like to invite everyone to please join us for the lunch, and wishing you all a great day ahead, and cheers to dream, dialogue and journey. Thank you.